All right, let's talk about the credit card points trap. This is, without a doubt, one of Wall Street's sneakiest tricks, and it's designed to do one thing: keep you in debt.
I mean, be honest. We've all done it, right? You see that new TV or you're out for a nice dinner and that little voice in your head says, go for it, you're getting double miles, or hey, it's 2% cash back. It feels so smart. It feels like you're getting one over on the big banks, like you're gaming the system.
Well, here's the cold, hard truth. That feeling, it's a complete illusion, and it's been carefully designed that way. You think you're playing the system? Nope. The system is absolutely playing you.
So how exactly do they pull this off? It all kicks off with this incredibly powerful psychological hook. Banks have basically weaponized our natural desire to get a good deal. They dangle these shiny objects in front of us: cashback, points, airline miles, all this free stuff. And it works. It makes us feel like we're smart, savvy shoppers. But the reality is, this whole system is just one big trap. I mean, let's just be real for a second. Do you honestly think these massive, multi-billion-dollar banks are just handing out free flights and cash because they're nice? Come on. Their entire business model is built on one thing: the mathematical certainty that most of us will slip up. The rewards, that's just the cheese in the mousetrap.
Okay, so this is the part where all the friendly ads and smiles disappear, and we get into the brutal math of it all. Let's really look at the numbers behind this whole game.
Get this. The average American household right now is carrying around $9,000 in credit card debt. $9,000. And you have to understand, that number is not an accident. It is the system working perfectly, exactly as it was designed to.
And this is where it gets really crazy. So you buy that $1,000 TV, right? And you feel awesome about getting that $20 in cash back. High five. But if you're like the average person carrying that $9,000 balance, the bank is hitting you with, let's say, 20% interest. You do the math on that, that's an $1,800 loss every single year. So you didn't gain $20. You literally paid the bank $1,800 for the privilege of getting $20 back. It's insane.
It's like trying to fill a bucket that has this huge gaping hole in the bottom. You can pour in your little 2% cash back all day long, but that 20% interest is just draining it all out, and then some. You can't win. It's impossible.
But, it's not even just about the math. It goes way deeper. This is straight-up psychological warfare. And your brain, well, that's the battlefield.
See, the banks have teams of people, behavioral psychologists, who know exactly how your brain works. They know that the promise of a reward can completely short-circuit the logical, rational part of your mind. So those smart questions like, hey, can I actually afford this? Or is this a good use of money? They just get drowned out by the excitement of, ooh, I'm earning double miles.
And this is really the core of the whole trick. Think about it. When you pay for something with a stack of cash, you feel it, right? It's a real physical loss. But swiping a little piece of plastic? It's nothing. It's painless. And then, when they give you points back, your brain doesn't even see it as spending money. It sees it as a win. You get this little jolt of pleasure, a little dopamine hit. And that right there creates this incredibly powerful loop. You see an ad for something cool, you justify buying it because, hey, points. You swipe the card, feel zero pain, then you get the reward and that little dopamine hit. And then you do it again and again. We are literally being trained, almost like rats in a maze, to spend money we don't have. It's a cycle.
So the big question is, how do you break out of this trap? Well, the people who actually succeed at building wealth, they just don't play this game at all. They have a totally different playbook.
It's a strategy called zero-based budgeting, and it sounds fancy, but it's actually super simple and honestly life-changing. The idea is that before the month even starts, you give every single one of your dollars a specific job to do. So much for rent, so much for food, so much for savings, so much for paying down debt, until your income minus your outgo equals zero. Every single dollar has a purpose.
And when you start doing this, something amazing happens. Suddenly, those shiny rewards kind of lose their magic. Why? Because now you feel the weight of every purchase. You're not just spending a random $10. You're taking $10 away from your new car fund or your get-out-of-debt goal. You stop just being a consumer and you start being the boss, the owner of your own financial future.
Okay, so let's tie this all together. Let's talk about the real reward, the one you should actually be fighting for.
Because really it comes down to a simple choice. On one hand, you can keep chasing that, let's be honest, pathetic 2% reward from the bank. Or you can give yourself a guaranteed, risk-free 20% return on your money. How? It's simple. You pay off that high-interest debt.
Getting rid of a 20% expense is the exact same thing as earning a 20% return. Seriously, just think about that for a second. Where else on planet Earth can you get a guaranteed 20% return on your money with zero risk? I'll wait. Yeah, you can't find it because it doesn't exist anywhere else. Paying off your credit card debt is, hands down, the smartest, most powerful, most profitable financial move you can possibly make. Period.
So let me be crystal clear here. Before you even think about investing in the stock market, before you chase one more airline mile, your number one, non-negotiable, top financial priority has got to be killing this high-interest debt. You have to stop willingly writing a check to the bank every month to keep yourself broke. So in the end, it all boils down to one simple question. Whose game are you playing? Are you going to keep playing their game by their rules, where you are mathematically guaranteed to lose? Or are you going to start playing your own game for your own team and finally go after the only reward that actually matters, your financial freedom? The choice is all yours.